Hi guys, my name's Anna and I am going to be reorganizing my bookshelf back there. You can see in the mirror. But before I do that, I am going to talk about my top 10, I guess, favorite movies that aren't as popular or I think that are a little bit underrated. So I'm going to be going by alpha because that's what I'm going to be organizing my movies by. And so first we have About a Boy. It stars Hugh Grant. And it has to do with him meeting a woman and her son. You get to learn about like the little boy's mother in it. I'm probably explaining this really badly. Okay, so the next movie, number 2, is The Big Lebowski. And I love this movie. I first saw it, I think, at the Paramount Theater here in Austin, Texas. And I don't really know how to describe it, but it stars Jeff Bridges, and he's just like, he's called the dude in this, and he's just really cool, and I don't know, you should just go see it. Next one's called High Fidelity, and it stars one of my favorite actors, John Cusack. I have a big crush on him, and it's like a really cool sort of hipster like movie. It's based off of the book that was written by Nick Hornsby, and it's about this man who works at a record store. He recently gets dumped by his girlfriend, and it's about him sort of talking about, well, actually it's funny because I'm reorganizing my movies and he reorganizes his records in this, and it has a great soundtrack. Next movie is Idiocracy, and this one stars Luke Wilson. And this one's a really cool, basically this guy goes into like a time capsule that's supposed to be open in like 100 years or something. The company who was in charge of it sort of got defunded, so they weren't able to like continue on with it, and so they never opened his time capsule back up, and so he ends up waking up in this world that has a bunch of dumb people. And so basically he's like the smartest one in the world, and he basically has to like help them out, and it's really cool. So next movie is The Illusionist. This one is really interesting because it has to do with magic. It feels kind of long because it's a little bit like slow. It has to do with this guy right here who is a magician. He does a bunch of cool like shows, and then someone accuses him of doing something, and then he falls in love with Jessica Biel, and then there's some people who try to like sort of go after him for thinking that like he does something wrong with magic. And then the movie, it just shows you magic, and then it makes you think, how are they doing this? And it's a good one. So next one, I'm sure a lot of people know about this one, but it's the classic Lost in Translation with Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. And I just think it's a great, I mean, I want to call it indie, but like a lot of people know about it, but I like how it takes place in different country in Tokyo, and it's basically like a coming of age, but like they're both like older, but like they're still trying to like understand like what they want in life. Next movie is called Little Miss Sunshine, and I've heard about this movie for like the longest time, but like I found out about it like on Tumblr a long time ago, but I never watched it. But I recently did see it, and it's like a cute, I mean, it's not cute. It's kind of a mixture of like, it's a little bit depressing in the beginning, but then like throughout the movie, you sort of like learn about like life. This stars a lot of great stars like Toni Collette, Steve Carell. I love movies that are like road trips sort of, and so basically they are road tripping from, I think, New Mexico to LA or somewhere in California for the pageant show for the little girl. But yeah. The next one is called The Prestige, and this one is similar to The Illusionist. I am in love with this movie. When I watched this, I was shook. Like, it's a very long movie actually. It was directed by the same director as The Dark Knight, Christopher Nolan, and Yeah, Hugh Jackman's in it, Scarlett Johansson, yeah, Christian Bale, and David Bowie's in it. I didn't even recognize him until I saw the credits. I was like, that was David Bowie? Anyways, it's really good. Give it time and pay attention to it. It's such a cool movie. I love magic movies. So this one is called Saved. It's so funny because it's sort of it's about like Christianity, but like a comical Christianity. It's a fun movie, and it stars Mandy Moore. And last but not the least is my all-time favorite. It's a series. It's Twin Peaks, and it is the most amazing series I've probably watched. It's an old one. I think it's from like 90s. David Lynch is like good at what he does, and this one's just a cool supernatural crime mystery series. It's really cool and I love it, and the actors in it are amazing. Those are my top 10 movies that are in my movie library. And so let's get to organizing. I'm going to be organizing this bookshelf behind me into, I guess, alpha order because it needs some work. I got some sniffles from the dust in the bookshelves. This is what it looks like right now. And these are some empty shelves. Update, I'm so hot and sweaty and I'm tired already. I just want to give up. I'm like probably a third way done. I'm so mad at myself. I just finished and I had forgotten to start the recording button. Well, anyways, this is the finished product. I didn't mess with the CDs because they're already pretty much organized, but the bottom part right there is pretty neat and organized. I did it by Alpha. I'm still mad I didn't record it. Oh my gosh. If you like organization videos, give this a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe down below. And thanks for watching.